I think this one might be a quick video because the latest edition of what came in the new Leviathan box. Welcome in, everybody. I hope we are all well. We are looking today at these little Neurogaunts. Teeny tiny little Neurogaunts. They're blind. They kind of just wobble around, scuttle around everywhere. They got their claws, and they're very good for your sign-ups. And yeah, so we're going to have a look at those. Thank you very much to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of Leviathan box. And for every box that Games Workshop send me to preview out for you all, I think it's only fair that I do like a quick review, quick kit review. We're going to have a look through the models, point out some of the little bits that we should be careful when we're building, and just generally have a look at the kits. See what they're like. Now these ones are this is probably going to be one of the quickest reviews because they're teeny tiny and they go together just super quickly, because there's one side and another side, and there's one side and another side, and that's it. There's just two pieces. The only awkward one is this one up here, which is I can't remember what that one's called. Anyway, you can have one of these in the unit. We don't know what it does, but that's 4 pieces. So there's a piece there, a piece there, a piece here, and then the other bit of the brain up at the top, down at the bottom down here. So yeah, that's the most complicated one. They do look very cool. I've said it in all the recent videos, but the detailing, the kind of the scale they've. Rather than, if you compare these to I don't have any of the old Termagants and anything, but if you compare them to the older Tyranids, the scale and the kind of the bulkiness of the older Tyranids is just so much bigger. Whereas these ones, they're the same size, but the scale has gone down. So the limbs are smaller, the teeth are smaller. Like, everything has just gone down in scale. It's really nice to see. It was one of the things that I pointed out in the Imperial Guard kit reviews as well. So yeah, it's really cool, and I do like it. And it's for a painter like me as well, it's very fun, because you get to play around with. Oh, I shouldn't have shown you that. So this is the colour scheme that I'm painting. You get to play around with all the details and everything, so you can start showing off a lot of the details which are around the model. So it's great fun to paint as well. It makes painting really exciting. And yeah, Termagant paint video coming up soon after we have done the kit review. So little Neurogaunt. I don't think there's like, when you're snipping out some of these the second halves of the bodies, just make sure you're clipping the claws out first. You don't want to put any strain on this joint here as you're clipping the larger parts. So I would always clip the claw out first. Like this part here, always clip that claw. That's mainly because if you're clipping this one, if you look at the size of the gate, so the size of the gate here is much bigger than that. So if you're clipping this one, your clippers are going to be moving the part more than if you clip that. So if it's moving this part, it's going to put some pressure on that because this bit here can't move. So yeah, just be careful when you're clipping out all these. Just clip the claws out first. But other than that, I think I'll probably assemble all of these because it's going to take me no time at all. One of the cool things about the Tyranids at the moment is the push fits have been really nice and really nicely done. For the Tyranids at least. The Space Marines have been a bit of a pain, but the joins have been hidden really well in the Tyranid ones, and I don't see any reason why I should think otherwise for this. You can see how the pegs are in here. They've got a nice collar and shoulder up here, so that when you're plugging this in, it's going to hide the join underneath that shoulder, which is nice. And yeah, as far as I can see, these are looking pretty cool. So we'll build them all, because I will just clip them out, and I will show you. I'll also show you once we have simple things like this that build in very simple, like 2-step or 1-step phases, how I go about building like lots of them, rather than just kind of showing you how I build one. So we'll do a mass build on these as well, and then talk about that afterwards. Right, there we go. Thank you very much, and we're going to drop this and we're going to get them built. Catch you in a second. done, everyone. All done. I don't know if there's anything really to say about these little dudes. They are arguably, and I hate to say it, probably the cutest little Tyranids you've ever seen. They're teeny tiny little nids. Teeny tiny little nids. Now I did clip off half of the pegs because the first one went together okay. I mean, this one is another one here which I haven't quite pushed together yet. Let's push this one together live. See if it does. See, it just doesn't really go together. So I did clip off. I mean, the vast majority of people aren't going to be bothered about that, but that's bugging me. So I'm going to have to take that one. I'll put that to one side. I'll take that one apart later. So yes, I have clipped off. In fact, let's take this one apart now. See if we can get this one back apart now. I did clip off the half of the pegs, half of the length of the peg. Just to ease and to stop it. I mean, that you all saw there. It's the issue of there's not enough clearance, and then the peg stops everything kind of going together properly, which is an absolute nightmare. Nearly there. Come on. My word. This one doesn't want to come off again. I might have to fast forward this bit for you. There we go. So I have been clipping off, and in fact you can't even see that now because it's already been broken. So I have been clipping off these pegs like that. Take those pegs out. Completely ruin that. Completely ruin that. Try and remove some of that there. So this one will just be glued in together now. So yeah, there you go, everybody. Make sure you clip off half. I just clipped off like half the length. If you clip off half the length, then it's okay, and it kind of pushes together okay. But the vast majority of these went together absolutely fine once you clipped off half the length of the pegs. This one, again, same thing. Just clip off half the length of the pegs. It just gives you some room for when you're squashing them together. Now, all of these I have push fit. I haven't glued any of these. So other than snipping off half of the length of the peg, all of these have just been pushed together. So they're absolutely fine. Like that one, you can't see. Well, that one's not being pushed together. That one has. So you can't see particularly the join. I will probably still run a little bit of glue in there just to hide it a little bit more. But the vast majority of them go together really, really well once you've just clipped off half the length of the peg. Give it a bit more room to breathe as you're assembling them. But they're very, very cool. They're really, really cute. I don't know how useful they're going to be in the game. I think everybody's going to... I think the second-hand market, they're probably going to be all over the place because other than being like teeny tiny little cute Tyranids, I don't think they're going to be great in the game. I don't think many people are going to be using them. They might be all right for like little bits of objective grabbing, but ultimately I don't think they're going to be used all that often. Yeah, there we go. Little bonus. I do want to paint this one up. I saw Rich Gray's version of this one. It looked really, really cool. So I do want to see if my colour scheme does kind of translate onto these or not. We will see. And thank you very much for watching. As always, you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Chris Frossin. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. Please drop me a follow on both of those as well. It's Instagram and Twitter.com/Chris Frossin or at Chris Frossin. And I will start putting my Discord link as well. My Discord link is going to go in the description. So if you want to come and join the Discord and hang out with everybody, it gets it gets very chit chatty in there. I am warning you. But thank you very much, everybody. Take care, and I will see you on the next video. And as always.